What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with why Australia is a terrible country. No, I came to this because I said, you know what? After all these Australian videos, I feel like I'm a friend. I'm an Aussie friend. You feel me? And he's not about to come at my friends like this. He's not about to come at my homies like this. He's not about to come at the land down under like this. So I said, I listened to his video, listen to whatever dumb points he's finna bring up. But we not just finna say Australia is a terrible country out here. Australia is an absolutely amazing country. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What you got to say, man?
Australia is a terrible country to live in. A business guru based in Dubai posted this video, and after getting more than 500,000 views, it got picked up by the Daily Mail. American business guru lashes out at Australia, calling it a...
As an American, I apologize. They said he was... Hold up. They just said he wasn't an American guru. They just said he was in Dubai. Oh, he was American in Dubai?
A business guru based in Dubai posted this.
Oh, based in... Okay. I'm sorry for my fellow American. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he would say this
video. And after getting more than 500,000 views, it got picked up by the Daily Mail. American business guru lashes out at Australia, calling it a terrible country, claims it's going downhill fast, and he's not a fan of New Zealand either. Rafael Cintron, CEO of immigration firm Wealthy Expat, yours truly, uploaded this TikTok clip. They used this picture of me in the Maldives here. The firm is saying that they would never live in Australia and that Australia is a disaster of a country. They also explained my points here. You can see the video. I said the country's future is looking darker than ever. I'm gonna explain my points in this video.
Talk to, I need to know. What's dark? What's dark? Because you can't come at my peoples like that. So talk to me. Let me know what you mean by that.
Talked about and what is shown in this article. Australia, how they treated their citizens during this whole situation around the world. Obviously now it's gotten a lot more open. Now you can leave Australia, you can come back in. But during the situation happening, they had restrictions where you couldn't come back to your country. If you were a citizen, an Australian citizen couldn't come back to Australia. First of all, that was the most crazy restriction that they had. The second one, Australians couldn't leave their country. Meanwhile, the whole world was traveling, people were going to new places, everything was going back to normal. Australia, you still couldn't leave the country to go to another place, just like Canada. I also criticized Canada on TikTok. I was a bit harsh, to be honest, but I talked to a lot of clients that they're tired of these restrictions, tired of these regulations. They just want to leave the country. At that time, they couldn't. And the third thing, that they wouldn't allow you to travel inside of Australia. Interstate travel was heavily restricted. Some of our clients couldn't go see their family members. They couldn't go see their business partners. They were hurting their business, hurting their life in general, while also paying extremely high taxes. As she put here in the article, Australian income tax rates for residents in 2022. If you earn over $180,000 Australian, you pay 45% tax rate. You'll end up paying 49, 50% tax rate.
That's half of the money you make. So that's almost saying if I make 180K, I'm only gonna get to keep 90 to 95,000 out of that. That's a lot of money taken out. I will say that's a lot of money taken out. The restriction thing doesn't bother me as much because I feel like that was for safety precautions. Like that was to try to stop the spread of the virus, whereas like here, I know in America, you saw our numbers, like our death numbers and stuff, and people actually catching COVID, like rising dramatically more than so many other countries. It's because we have a lot less restrictions than a lot of other countries. So yeah, you are more free and able to do certain things, but that came with the cost, and that cost was the lives and health of a lot of people. Whereas you may have had all these. I don't know what Australia's COVID numbers was when it came to death, when it came to people getting sick and catching COVID. I don't know what the numbers were, but I'm sure they were lower than ours. And those restrictions they had are understandable. But those taxes, like that's half of your tax. If you make over 180K, that's half, and the 120K was like 37%. That's just so much getting taken away, I feel like.
Australian, you pay 45% tax rate. You'll end up paying 49, 50% tax rate, essentially half of all you earn, you pay to the government. For what? So they treat you like you're some alien. So they don't let you leave your country. They don't let you come back. They don't let you travel within the cities. This is absolute insanity. The government has seen how far they can take these restrictions compared to a country like the UAE, like Dubai, where the income tax rate is 0, as she funnily pointed out here. We're talking about different countries where Australians could move to. And obviously, I'm based in Dubai. Wealthy Expat is based. Talking about different
income tax rate is 0. What you mean? You don't have to pay taxes in Dubai? Like, no matter how much money you got, you don't gotta. Y'all talk to me on that one. Talk to me on that one, because I just may not be understanding it correctly. That's very interesting. If that means that you have to pay no taxes.
Different countries where Australians could move to, and obviously I'm based in Dubai. Wealthy Expat is based in Dubai. Our whole team lives in Dubai, and that's where I'd recommend for most Australians, because they're not dropping their quality of life. They're paying 0% tax, and they're going to a country that doesn't have those crazy restrictions. Also, she mentioned, he said Switzerland, Singapore, UAE, and Portugal are the best examples of low tax, safe countries with minimal restrictions compared to Australia. I obviously believe that there's better places around the world that you can go to. I even made a video, the best low tax countries around the world. If you're Australian, you're looking for where to go, that's definitely the place to start looking. How to leave Australia and how to properly find freedom.
Hold on, I may need to be taking some notes right now. Low tax, very low tax places to go. Hold on. Time out. I may need to be watching his videos for more advice on where to go.
In another country. Find a country that welcomes your wealth, that doesn't care how much money you make, that is okay with you paying a very low tax rate for you to enjoy their beautiful country. The first thing to do, if you want to leave Australia, is to make sure you leave clean. Make sure you do a clean exit out of the country. I have an Australian client, for example. He left 20 years ago, almost 2 decades ago. He left Australia, has been sailing on a sailboat all over the world, went all over the Pacific, the Caribbean, Mediterranean, has been to over, I think, 100 countries at this point. Jesus. With a sailboat and traveling all over the world. Now he's coming back to Australia to retire in Australia, see his grandchildren, see everybody in the family. Wow. And Australia is asking him to pay taxes. For the last years, he wasn't in Australia because he never became tax non-resident of Australia. You need to make sure that if you leave Australia, get rid of your property or rent it out. Get rid of your bank accounts. Move your money to another country. If you're moving to Dubai and the UAE, highly recommend it for many Australians who have.
So are they asking him to pay for those 20 years he was gone? Because if he's wealthy enough to travel, just be traveling for 20 years, I imagine those tax, oh my God, are probably through the roof. Jesus. I don't know the situation for sure though.
Hundreds of people move to Dubai, a lot of them from Australia. Move that money to Dubai, buy a property in Dubai, start a company in Dubai, transfer those funds over to Dubai. Ideally, take your close family as well, your children, your spouse, take them to the new country, and make sure you do a completely clean exit in order for Australia to not tax you later in the future. Now, when it comes to going from Australia to where? What country should you go to? If you don't want to sacrifice lifestyle, you don't want to sacrifice healthcare, and overall enjoying your life, I highly recommend those countries that she mentioned. UAE, Switzerland, Singapore, obviously right next to Australia if you can get a residence permit, because it requires high levels of income and net worth, as well as Portugal, which also you won't see a drop of quality of life. There's a lot of countries around the world that are welcoming your wealth, that don't want to tax you, and you can go to those countries, live a better life, pay less taxes, not have to worry about all the restrictions that Australia is going to impose on you, because later on they might impose citizenship-based taxation, more regulations on Australians living abroad, more regulations on Australia in general, because they saw how far they could take it with all the regulations. You think they're going to stop? You think that with the situation around the world easing, they're going to say, oh, everything goes back to normal, we're not going to do anything? No, the government's going to push even harder so they can control the citizens. It was all an experiment. And other countries like Canada and New Zealand, they're seeing how far they can go and how much their citizens are willing to tolerate. And they're going to go even harder and even stronger in the future. What I also recommend a lot of Australians, a lot of our clients have done it, is get another citizenship. One of my clients, he got citizenship in St. Kitts for all his family. If you're extremely high net worth or very high net worth, you can get Malta citizenship. Replace your Australian passport with a Maltese passport. You get all the travel privileges all around the world. You can go to Australia as a tourist, however you like. Get another passport in order to protect yourself in case Australia starts demanding more requirements, more restrictions on Australians living abroad or traveling around the world, just like the United States does. Maybe they even take it even more, even farther, and they make you report absolutely everything you have all over the world. They make you report where you're going, where you're living.
Yeah. I need to be listening. First, I need to get wealthy. That's first and foremost. And then I need to listen to this phrase, because Dang, I would, if I got wealthy, I would like to keep most of my wealth. I would like to.
Living, whatever you're doing all over the world, you need to report it back to Australia. Okay, you have another citizenship that could protect you. Maybe they cancel your passport because you didn't pay taxes that they thought you should pay. You have another passport to protect yourself. Do everything legally. Do a clean exit out of Australia. Become tax non-resident so you don't have any problems later. Find a better place to live in that treats you well, that welcomes your wealth, and also get another citizenship, another passport that can protect you in case they take those regulations to the next level. As I said in that TikTok video and in my other videos here on the channel, I truly believe all high net worth entrepreneurs and individuals from these countries that are extremely high tax, high restriction, yes, they have good healthcare, they have great infrastructure, overall the country functions properly, but they also have all these bad sides to them that you're not gonna see going to other places like Dubai or Singapore. You see only the good sides. Yes, they have some bad sides, like Dubai doesn't have nature, but you can live a much better life, enjoy your wealth a lot more by choosing what country you can move to. And that's the privilege that you have as a high net worth individual. If you live in Australia or any other high tax country, you're looking for the best places all over the world to go to, check out this video right here. The top 10 low tax countries around the world that you can move to that are safe, low tax, they'll welcome you, you won't have any restrictions, and you're gonna absolutely enjoy your life and your family's life. Check it out right now.
So y'all help me become a high net worth individual. That's what I want to do. I want to become a high net worth individual. That's all we got though. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.